my happy vegan bakers, and welcome to Sarah's Tasty Vegan Treats. Today I'm going to do some cooking and I'm going to make my lunch. So I'm going to make avocado toast and I'm going to make it vegan. And if you want to follow along, I'll show you what ingredients you need and you can make it at your at home. So first you're going to need one medium-sized ripe avocado, and you can tell if it's ripe as if it's nice and soft. I keep my avocados in the fridge, and I always make sure to wash them off before I cut into them, just like with any fruit. So I'll show you how I cut mine. So what I got here is a small little paring knife. So I don't have any other gadgets to cut avocados with because I found that none of them really work. So I'm just going to use a knife, and I got a bowl to put the avocado in when I'm done slicing it. So what I do is I find the top of, so alright, I cut right into the avocado. I've done this enough times where I can just do it in my hand, but if you want to use a cutting board, feel free to do that too. This is the way I do it when I'm at work. At my work, we use like so many avocados. It's insane. Alright, so I cut it around once, and I'm going to cut it into another quarter. So I'm going to cut it the other way. You just got to get it pierce the skin. And just go around. Go around again. So you got, so when you end, you'll have 4 different quarters. So then you have your 4 quarters cut into, you take and you just one side and your hand on the other side, and you can just twist it, and it should come apart. So you should have 4 different parts. And this is also an easier way to get the avocado pit out without stabbing it with a knife. So, and out comes my avocado pit. And we don't use that. So I take an avocado and I slice into the avocado 4 different slices. 1, so let me see, 2, 3, and then I get a little baby one at the end, 4. Alright, so I have my 4 slices. Then I just take my knife and I try to scoop out the avocado from the skin. Get as much as I possibly can. If you have a super soft avocado, you can try scooping it out with a spoon. So, or you can even peel the skin right off with your fingers. And if you do want to leave it whole, in like little sections, you get a little. That's how I cut out my avocado, so I'm going to do that to the rest of my 3 remaining halves of avocado. So after I cut up all my avocado and I got it in a bowl, and then I'm just going to mash it up with my fork, or if you have like a potato masher, you can do that too. So I'm just breaking it up with my fork so it's in a mashed up kind of. Almost like guacamole, kind of. If you're worried about your avocado going brown, you could add a little bit of either lime or lemon. The citrus will keep it from browning and oxidizing. But the brown color, if it turns brown, it really doesn't really matter. So there's a lot of ways you can make avocado toast, so I'm just showing you one of my favorite ways that I make it. Before I was vegan, I used to make avocado toast and put an egg on top. I guess you can put tofu scramble now, but that used to be like one of my favorite go-to breakfasts. And I've just been really craving avocados. Like I said, at my job where I normally work, at my full-time job, like we go through at least 2 cases a day. And I cut up so many avocados, and I'm like, now that I'm stuck at home, I'm just like, ah. Like before, I'd be like, I don't miss the avocados. Like, we used to cut up so many, but now I'm like, I miss the avocados. Of course, I miss my coworkers more than I miss the avocados, but, you know. So you can leave it a little bit chunky if you want to. That way you can get some nice good bites. So, I'm going to leave mine a little bit chunky, but not too bad. Not too chunky. Just a little bit. So I have it so it's like this. So then so this is just pepper. Just a little bit to add some seasoning. You can add whatever seasonings you want to add to it. Cilantro or onion powder, garlic powder. You know, that would all extra, so I just add just a little bit more taste. I do about half a teaspoon. Maybe. Also going to add in this little salt shaker. I'm going to add some salt. So I'm just going to measure it in the palm of my hand. And just give me a good palmful. And it's just a palmful. It's really not that much. Trying to stay healthy during this quarantine. Also another spice that I do enjoy using, and crushed red pepper is good for you. So I'm gonna just add a little sprinkling. A couple shakes. It'll come out. Alright, so once that's all mixed, or all put into your bowl with your avocado, you want to just mix it all together. So you have your avocado mixture. And you can set that aside on your workspace. And then you want to toast up some bread. So I'm going to go grab my bread and I'll be right back. So you can use whatever kind of bread you want. You can use sourdough. You can use a thicker bread. You can use plain white bread. Whatever you have on hand. Today I'm going to use a rye bread. So it's a seedless rye bread. And I'm just going to toast it up in my toaster. You can toast it in the oven. You can toast it on the stovetop. However you want to toast your bread. Just get it toasted. So now we're going to talk about toppings. You can put whatever you want on top of your avocado toast. That's up to you. But today I'm just going to make it simple. And I'm going to add tomato. I'll probably wind up using half of it. And I'm going to cut it up rather small. Okay, so I just want to show you that I cut up my tomatoes kind of like a medium to small size. Okay, so my last step before I assemble the toast is I have a balsamic fig vinegar, and I'm going to put a little bit into a small saucepan and heat it up and reduce it down. So when it gets thick, it'll become more of like a sauce instead of like, this is a little bit more liquidy. So I'm just going to pour a little into a saucepan and just heat it up for a little bit. And I'll come back and show you what that looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like after the balsamic vinaigrette has been reduced. I'm going to take it off of the heat and let it sit for a couple of minutes just to cool down. But it got nice and thick. And that's how it's supposed to look. So let's go ahead and assemble our toast. And I'll come back and show you what it looks like, the finished product. this is our final product. It's avocado toast, tomatoes, and a balsamic reduction. I hope you all try this out at home and you enjoy it. And if you do, like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.